Yeah.
It's fucking recording.
I'm Pepito. I'm the dog that produces the show, and now it is
What's that
time.
fuck? Fuck these guys! Coming around to my rainbow? This is my fucking rainbow! This is my father's fucking rainbow! You start trouble sorting! No muss, no fuss! I'm a stereo pudding bitch! The stuff we call that shit haggis! I'm drunk off that whiskey just about every day and night. New Flanagan's wake every time that I step up. It's anonymous fight! On you, this is on your ass! Now that's all, this is alright! Call me up, baby, I'm the ladies' number one choice. I'm hurling all that Guinness while my haters are sleeping. Got your girl Gaelic, now we know that she's calling me corned beefing. Oh, come on, haters disappearing. Green screen, vape dream, haters disappearing. Oh, my haters, they seem to be disappearing. Green screen, vape dream, haters disappearing. Oh, man, grab your pasties, must be fake. I'm staying in Ireland, cause you're guiding my snake. I'm that daddy boy, hooligan, Catholic guilt tweaking. Larry Bird, slam dunk, river dance, sheeping. Irish goodbye, late night, Jackie Gleason. I'm blowing that Nissan, taking my Neesons. I'm too good, tell her take it real slow. Bow slob, too fast, coming come on, haters disappearing. Green screen, vape dream, haters disappearing. Mask out, background, haters disappearing. Green screen, vape dream, haters disappearing. There's no more lyrics.
Chorus!
Oh, here we go. Dorito on the floor. Chop that shit like a Frito. I feel picada, a Picasso, young, I'm like a piece of art. Feta from the heart. I go to those waffles every time I start. Chicken, nah, the chicken and eggs. I'm eating everything, bitch, and you know I don't beg. I'm like burrito, meaning I'm stuffed. Like a Euro, bitch, I never had enough. I go baloo, I go fetal. At the end of the day, I'm gnawing on the shit Pepito. I'm a durian, meaning that I smell real bad, but I taste so good. need a goldfish cracker. Best rapper alive. Bye-bye.
Woo! Yep. Lobe it up. Giving the slip. Yep. God damn. Expression, release, gland. Watch the throne. Queen Elizabeth II in the bone zone. Ass got the wiggles, now I'm popping with the P. Tiny legs spreading on all my horgies. Got the shooters fetching, I got all the bitches begging. Pissing in the streets with the kibble on the beast. I'm that leg humping millionaire, call me Corgi John. All food come free, Corgi long con, Corgi butt. Corgi butt. Put your nose in the middle and give it a snuff. Corgi butt. Yep. Butt sniff, cheddar biscuit, ain't no common bitch. Tongue out blowing beans, I know I'm the shit. Get that nut, get him pregnant. A new little royalty, Elizabeth II. I'm that fluffy boy, bad dog, I don't need to stop. Patting out red rocket popping off the top. Fuzzy cheeks, belly rubs, leave my haters neutered. Fire hot and frizzy biscuit, I'm a tennis shooter. Corgi butt. Super soaker, CBS 2000, that's what's up. Corgi butt.
We're live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Agapito.
Oh my. It's news time. Why not? We have been starting a lot of these streams with our very sensitive hype train. By that I mean it's on a hair trigger. It pops off. It's hungry for the hype. And appears whenever there's a little bit of it to lap up. Woo! Yeah, happy Pride Month. Days, months, whole month, as far as I'm concerned. As far as the parties are concerned. Woo! If you're doing any Pride events, hope you have a good time. I'm sure there will be plenty this weekend and weekends throughout June. Go to them. Do the stuff. Do the party stuff. Will Fiona show up? It is her month. I'll probably see Fiona, and I see her every once in a while. Will she be on a stream? I don't know. Debate demanded. Okay. Who would win in a fight? A musical gorilla or a bald gambling addict? That feels a little pointed. Oh, you never know. Fiona might just randomly pop. I mean, if she comes over when I'm streaming, ever, she'll pop on. But I feel like I'd be more likely to invite her over when I'm not streaming, because that feels a little rude. But hey, I could try to organize a little game sesh with Fiona. Some classic Case and Fiona gaming. You know, we didn't really make it that far in Def Jam Vendetta, so honestly, we'd probably play something new. We don't have the patience to play one game twice. A gayer fish tie needed? Is there a gay fish tie? Let's see. Gay fish tie. Oh, that's... It's hard to tell what... I don't really feel like these are gay fish ties. These just feel like fish ties. This is like more colorful. Does that count? I could argue this is rainbow colors. A rainbow trout tie? Does such a thing even exist? Rainbow trout tie. Of course it does. Why did I even act like there wouldn't be one? Who do I think I am? Whoa, Zazzle. Gotta be careful clicking on all these sites that love to pop up with your full address. Looks like this one's safe, though. We're safe on Zazzle. If it'll load. Yeah, look at this rainbow. That's not a rainbow trout tie. Look at this rainbow trout tie. Yeah, but that's a normal tie. This tie's an actual fish. Well, it's an actual fish shape. Anyway, the hype train is currently rampaging around the studio, I'm assuming. Hype train, are you doing your thing?
Why are you saying it so accusatorily? I'm absolutely rampaging. I'm destroying everything in my path. Live and Sleazy just says, this is a fish, and linked it. What could it be? Using my internal hype computers, I've pulled this up for you, Case.
You have internal hype computers? Wait, let me pull this picture up. Amazon, make my life easier. Come on. There it is. Look at this guy. What's going on with this guy? That is, it's more traditionally tie-shaped than this tie. This tie is a straight-up fish, which I do find slightly superior. But I'm willing to switch ties. The only problem is every time I switch ties, I'd have to do a little bit of work. But hey, how much is this tie? Maybe I just buy it right now. $25? Is that worth it?
Yeah. What are you? Are you fucking broke?
Not entirely, but I don't know if I should be dropping $25 every month on a new fish tie.
Keep the fish tie then, you coward. You broke bitch.
What?
You broke bitch.
Why are you saying it like that?
Because I'm a hype train. I say words the way I wouldn't.
More does the house for the fish ties?
Get 7 to 12 of these ties in all the possible combinations and colors. This is a fish tie stream. Get me a fish type rap beat right now so I can thank everyone.
What do you think that even means, Hype Train? A fish type rap beat? What does that even sound like?
That's the question. Here's the answer. It's mellow, man. It's a vibe. It's a fish vibe.
This just has a fish in the picture.
Big fish in the bowl, bowl in the bitch. Big fish in the bowl, light it up, let's go. No doubt, starting the stream off with the shout out to Bumsprout. Bumsprout got a bundle of money and now I'm handing it out. That's 31 months, like Apple Dapple, they don't front. 19 months, that's pretty good, son. Skymer with the easy 100 bits like a fish, they are chewing on it. Nip, nip.
What?
Nip, nip. That's how fishies eat. Nip, nip. Nip, nip. Nip, 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 nip. Waco's art, 31 months. Just like fish, they don't front.
Why do fish front?
Fish front.
What?
They front because you see them from the front. By the nature of aquariums, I would argue that all fish front.
What?
Because to see them, they must come to the front.
Huh?
In aquariums, they front. You cannot see a fish from the back, unlike chat, which lives in the back. A fish you must see from the front, meaning that every fish on the world fronts. Nip nip. Chat's in the back, meanwhile the fish are in the front. Do you know what that means, son?
No.
It means that fish are the natural enemy of chat. A war has been started between fish and chat. And I'm asking if you can handle that. Can you handle that?
Yeah, are you okay, Hype Train?
Yes. I also have to thank no one else. That was everyone that summoned me, and I thanked everyone. Now I'm going to talk about fish more.
I'm okay. I don't really feel like you have a lot of insights on fish.
My main insight on fish is how they eat. They have little mouths that go neep neep.
I thought it was nip, nip.
Nip nip neep. Nip 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 neep. Neep neep. Oh, call me Aurelius, just like a fish, coming in the back.
You just talked so long about how they come in the front.
No, I said they front, but they enter the aquarium through the back.
Sometimes I don't like you, Hype Train.
No, I was doing such a good job. Everything I was saying was so good. No.
I killed him. What did I do? He killed himself by rapping nonsensically about fish for 5 minutes. Okay, well, that's the usual start. Pepito, are we ready to news? Have you loaded up all the news?
Yes? Is that a part of what I do?
I mean, you're the producer of the news show.
You're still calling this a news show? He wasn't fish rich. I'm fish rich. I'll eat a fish,
That doesn't mean you're fish rich.
but if I want one, I'll dive into the dirtiest lake you got. Give me the dirtiest lake you got. I'm in it.
I don't think that's fish rich.
I'm just saying I'll eat any of them.
Having fish would make you fish rich.
But you're being so pedantic today, Case. Thank you.
I'm surprised you know the word pedantic.
I'm surprised you think I understand words. I am simply saying things.
You know Pepito has stacks of goldfish?
Oh, absolutely. Because you guys buy those things and never eat them.
Yeah, why do I get so many goldfish?
I don't know, but I eat them.
Oh yeah, I'm replacing all the missing goldfish.
I'm the one eating them. I'm the one eating them. I ate a bunch earlier. I also ate some actual goldfish from the place next door.
Oh, don't do that. That's all of our corporate neighbors with their giant goldfish tanks.
I eat all the goldfish out of them. I shoot them up. They're like, no, don't do it. I'm just fronting.
They didn't say that.
They did. The hype train was right. They are like, oh no, you're punishing me for fronting.
Can we just do some news?
You're the one not doing news.
That's fair. Let's just do a little bit of news. It's still your vagina. Don't let them take it from you. Okay.
I feel like I just get up. Hurts. Ladies that against me, they want me to come.
Let me flip it, take you on a trip through history.
Yay! It's me. It's Rick. It's everybody's favorite. Rick. Meaning we're going to talk about something fun today, I guess. What do you got for me, Case? Ready to have some fun? What? You're being a little negative boy today? Fine, let's just rush into this thing. I'm not afraid to rip the Band-Aid off the news. Let's frickin' news. UN calls for investigation into the killings near Gaza aid site, you piece of shit! God damn it! You're really gonna make me talk about this? No. We haven't talked about the situation in Israel in a while. And you think you need to? Not necessarily, but we're claiming to be a news show. And this is certainly one of the more important news stories currently. And you're supposed to be our international expert?
Well, can we just talk about Elon Musk doing ketamine?
We could talk about that too.
I assumed it was all good since Ben hadn't been discussing it. See, you were doing your job, Case.
I don't think anyone is unaware. Well, I actually shouldn't say that, unfortunately. I don't think this specific audience is probably that unaware of the situation, actually.
I will not lose my Israel lobby money. That is my hard-earned opinion money. And I still share all of their opinions.
All of them still, Rick?
Whatever they are, and theirs are fair. And the reason I share them is that they're fair. Is that they're fair opinions, and everything that they say is fine.
It hasn't reported the news lately, so I assume the world stopped doing things.
All of this is what we're going for. Don't know any of this. Don't think about any of this. Because you can't affect it. You can't. Don't try. Please don't try.
Shitbag opinions.
That's, I was going to call that anti-Semitic, but I guess they're my opinions, and I'm not Jewish, so it's anti-Rick.
Well, no one's bothered by that.
You should be. I have feelings.
Elon just loves his work so much he comes every time he's on camera. Yeah, that's actually we're kind of being ableist because he has a condition that makes him come out of his neck.
Are we talking about Israel or not?
Well, the Elon thing is pretty bizarre too, but well, not too. The stories are very different, but anyway, there was unfortunately another mass killing, as there are every morning and every day, seemingly, in Gaza. This time they shot up a food distribution line.
Okay, you're being incredibly reductive there. They shot warning shots at people near what happened to be an aid distribution line. And sometimes a warning shot warns people by killing several bystanders. They admitted that it wasn't their fault.
What?
They said it wasn't their fault. What else do you want from them?
For them to stop killing everyone in Gaza.
Well, then maybe if they want that, then everyone should do what Israel wants so they can stop having to keep doing what they want.
Okay, well, that's not making a ton of sense.
Look, there's a story here, and you're distracting me from reading, which is creating confusion. You're sowing misinformation, which is actually my job. The UN Secretary General has called for an independent investigation into the killing of Palestinians near an aid distribution center in Gaza on Sunday, amid disputed reports that Israeli forces had opened fire. It's disputed. It's right in there.
I think all of the dead people would not dispute that they were shot at.
Straight to the head warning shots. No, they were warning shots that happened to find people's heads. The shots were on a personal journey of discovery, and they discovered that they were killing bullets.
Oh my God. What's this guy's deal?
Oh, that's Steve Witkoff. That's my boy Steve. He's doing everything he can to get people to Case to shut up. So do a better job, Steve. Jesus. Witnesses reported being shot at while waiting for food from the center in Rafah, run by U.S. and Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF for short. And the G in that does not stand for gun. Just so we're clear.
Guns don't kill people, bullets kill people?
Yeah. And bullets are unpredictable. Oh, making noises. Does it stand for gorilla? Maybe. No, it does stand for Gaza, but we could talk about starting something with we could talk about gorillas instead of this case. That does seem more in this stream's wheelhouse.
That's true. That is very true, but no, we're going to talk about this today.
The Red Cross said its hospital received 179 casualties, 21 of whom were dead. But notice how that was written. The Red Cross at its hospital received 179 casualties, 21 of whom were dead. And how that happened, the story is saying is disputed. They said disputed, and then they said a hospital received casualties. So fill in the blanks by not being able to fill in the blanks. Who knows how those people died?
They were shot by IDF soldiers while waiting for food aid.
But the story said disputed. And then it removed agency from everything. So why can't we give them the benefit of the doubt and do the exact same thing? Just like the BBC is doing. This is courtesy of the BBC.
The BBC's honestly been slightly more forthcoming on anti-Israel coverage than most U.S. major media sources lately, which is not saying much.
Indeed, you are not saying a lot. On Sunday, the Israeli military denied its troops fired at civilians near or within the site and said reports to this effect were false.
Was that slightly disputed by the videos of people being shot by IDF soldiers?
Video evidence is notoriously all AI now, so who knows?
Okay, who's spreading misinformation now?
Me! That's my job. The GHF said the reports were outright fabrications and that it was yet to see evidence of an attack at or near its facility outside of the video that, who knows. Israel does not allow international news organizations, including the BBC, into Gaza, making verifying what is happening difficult. UN Secretary General Guterres said in a statement on Monday, "I'm appalled by the reports of the Palestinians killed and injured while seeking aid in Gaza."
It only took them 3 years. They're still doing very mildly negative coverage of Israel, I would say. If you turn off the computer, you can't see the evidence.
You should try that right now, Case. Turn this off. And let's just play Elden Ring Night Rain.
I haven't played that yet.
So, I could keep reading this, but you get it. They're calling for, an investigation, so it's been called for. The UN called for it. So who are we to do anything other than wait and see if the videos that we saw are real?
The videos were real, Rick. And you can find them extremely easily. I won't show them on this stream because it's literally people being murdered. Is living in Gaza a Souls-like? It's less fun. It's less fun. It has even more frustrating controls. It's worse in almost every way.
Really? Because I don't like those games.
Well, then you will hate existing inside a genocide.
What?
That's not a very good actual analogy on my part.
And now who's the bad guy?
I think still you.
Okay. Well, how about the fun part of this? Greta Thunberg? Greta Thunberg? The girl that all the conservatives hate. Which I am currently because the president is conservative and I have to be whatever he is. She's doing stuff. That's fun. She's on a little boat.
She is on a little boat. Yeah, what will the excuse be this time of why it's happening? You mean the shootings? The same excuse always, just we didn't do it, or we should have done it, and then just never mind. Just never mind, we moved on. Is always the excuse is always, we didn't do it. Okay, we did do it, but we had to. And then they just move on to the next atrocity. Great fun story to start with, yeah. We're really popping off today with the entertainment. I thought Elon's condition was he sees drugs, he takes drugs. That could be it. It's either that or some form of autism, depending on which Twitter thread you're reading. The girl the conservatives hate is all of them. That's a good point. You should really be a little more specific.
This is the one they hate the most outside of AOC. This is the near teenager that they despise the most out of all women. I think. Unless it's a teenage photo of AOC.
What's wrong with going down a good K-hole once in a while?
Nothing wrong with that. That's why I'm in favor of everything Elon's doing. What, are we going to stop him from having a little bit of fun? I thought you were pro-psychedelic.
I just don't know if you should be on ketamine all the time while, making decisions that affect world politics and events.
maybe that's the perfect time to expand your vision and get sucked into the K-hole of discovery. How long until Elon impregnates Stephen Miller's beard? He might have the technology. I wouldn't put it past him. A new report says they were just badly aimed warning shots. That's the report we're currently reading. It's the freshest report.
Anyway, they shot up a aid line, a food relief line. They shot it up and they killed a bunch of people. But also Greta Thunberg is sailing, so that is a little more fun.
It's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit gentler than the mass murder stuff, which is currently constantly happening according to you. I didn't say that. Case is saying that.
I am saying that.
The One Piece is not real. The world government will never allow it to be. Never!
You're siding with the world government?
I've read all of One Piece, and I think it's unfair to the world government. They're trying their best. It's a big, confusing, pirate-riddled world they're living in, and they're really trying to keep it under control. And no one respects the world government in One Piece, and I think that's so sad. Anyway, Greta Babyberg. Greta Thunberg. Thank you so much, Snorlaxing ZZZ, for supporting the world government.
That was for the stream, not for the world government.
Another fan of the world government in One Piece subscribes just in time, and we will be doing Jambalaya later, which we haven't done in a while.
It has been a minute. Actually, it might still be inside. The papal conclave.
Oh, you didn't update that.
I might not have updated that. So this edition may be taking from inside the papal binclave, but we'll just not worry about that.
Well, it doesn't make a ton of sense either way, so that's fine. Greta Thunberg is sailing to Gaza currently as we speak. On Sunday, climate activist Greta Thunberg left a Sicilian port. Sorry, I thought she was in Silicon Valley. And then I could have really called her out. But no, it's unfortunately a Sicilian port in Catania, Italy, to set sail toward the Gaza Strip. She's one of 12 volunteers currently on the Madeleine ship. It's an activist group of Freedom Flotilla, the activist group Freedom Flotilla Coalition is the name. Their journey is aiming to raise international awareness to Israel's ongoing war in Gaza and to break the country's blockade on humanitarian aid. Is that what you're doing by covering this stuff on your little baby stream for your baby self?
Yeah, I'm essentially doing the same thing as sailing a boat to Gaza.
You're going on the...
No, I'm not doing the same thing. Say what you will, she's putting herself at pretty significant risk by sailing towards an active war zone.
The last flotilla did get droned. That is true, so... And that counted as a warning shot, so what's the next shot going to be?
Well, if you ask Lindsey Graham...
Oh, Lindsey Graham on Twitter. Hope Greta and her friends can swim, he said. But come on, comedy's legal again.
He's calling for her to be... for her boat to be blown up. So that's probably... Doesn't that seem a little... kind of evil?
It seems like she knew the risks.
What?
Well, look, you can't just be going to a place that we've explicitly said is a complete media blackout and no one gets to know what's happening there. No, Case is the baby and you are his babysitters. I'm not calling out the audience. I'm calling out you for being a baby.
I'll take that.
That you're a little baby?
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm a little baby. But even a little baby's got to cover this, got to be aware of this stuff. It's pretty rotten. Sort of the rotten, cancerous core of our current shared human experience, I would say.
I want Hypebeast Luffy's opinion on Greta's private voyage. Hypebeast Luffy?
Yeah, we can get Hypebeast Luffy's opinion.
What about my opinion?
Your opinion is just going to be that you want her to get blown up because you're a psychopath.
No, that's not my opinion. My opinion's nuanced and based on international politics. And it happens to be realistic that if she's sailing to Gaza, she's probably going to drone it. Well, we can't say the truth anymore? That going to a place means that we're allowed to drone you?
That's a pretty awful thing to say.
I'm just being a pragmatist.
You're just being violent.
Pragmatically violent at all times. That's the job of our nation. America.
What song is that? What theme song? What American theme song are you even going to try to sing now?
America. This is you.
Oh, you're singing the funniest home video song?
Du, 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 du. They never told you might be a star tonight. So let you feel down for the red, white, and blue. The funniest things you do. That song used to mean something.
Send us your funniest videos.
I just think it's a beautiful song. I actually happen to still like this country. So I still believe in the America's Funniest Home Videos theme. But now it probably would just have to be funny videos from anybody. Because nobody likes this country anymore. But this is you. If you're watching this, this is you.
Well, Twitch, they could be watching this internationally. I mean, I'm not going to claim to have any actual reach, but technically this could be played internationally.
But technically, we're all American here, right? We better be.
Why? Love watching that show on Nick at Night. I think the theme song really... I just watched the theme song. I watch it for the theme song.
Okay, well, also, there was a deal on the table from our boy, Whit Khalifa. I'm trying to do a Wiz Khalifa thing, but I can't. I'm trying to make him more fun. Anyway, they're trying to do another peace negotiation, but wouldn't you know it? Israel says Hamas is stopping them from letting it happen.
I'm sure they're saying that.
They are. They're saying it's all Hamas just won't let them stop because they want guarantees of aid and stuff. Very unreasonable stuff. So no movement there. I'm sure that upsets you.
It should upset you too.
But I'm very level-headed.
Yeah, if Israel and the United States are the ones saying Hamas is the one holding up the peace process, then based on the track record, I think it's unlikely that they can be relied on. The first two sources, that is.
You made that confusing, which I appreciate.
I prefer the John Fugsling / Daisy Fuentes era. I wasn't there for that. I was only there for the Bob Saget era.
Era? The Bob Saget area?
Well, he's in the area of hosting it.
Okay.
Well, anyway, that's that's our tepid update on Israel. It's very bad. There's been a recent mass shooting of people in an aid line. There's killings almost every day, or literally every day. And both the United States and Israel seem committed to constantly undermining the peace process, both with the murders and just the literal negotiations. They undermine both. So maybe let's watch something else for now.
What a transition. You know what? Just to pick up everyone's mood. You know what I gotta do. Get ready for this. Y'all ready for this? This was the theme? This isn't the theme? What? Okay, this has to be the actual theme. There we go.
To make you smile, a real light look at each of you to capture all that style. You're the red, white, and blue.
The funniest things you do.
America.
This is you. Now that's a country we can believe in.
The funniest home videos country?
Just focus on our incredible exports of funny videos. And don't worry about the military stuff. Our boy Walt Whit. I can't think of a fun nickname for him. This guy's got it covered. Look at him. He knows real estate. He knows negotiations. I won't stand for the Dave Coulier era. I'll play them from America's Funniest People.
America's Funniest People? don't even know what that is. Dance to Carlton listening to that song. You know, one of my core memories for some reason is Achy Breaky Heart on America's Funniest Home Videos. Can I even find that? Is that a thing I hallucinated as a child? Achy Breaky Heart. America's Funniest Home Videos. Why would that have been a thing? Why is that in my brain? Am I having a stroke? I could be at any time.
Been on the top of the
Nope,
charts.
it
Calm
was a
down,
thing.
Calm down. I've got a lot to say, and it's going to be painful unless you let me do this. It's been on the top of the charts for a long time. I can't stop singing it, and it won the 1992 Country Music Association's award for Best Single of the Year. I cannot intro it alone because there's a guy backstage who can actually bench press our set. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Billy Ray Cyrus.
Whoa. You're gonna relapse. From Achy Breaky Heart? Look at that shirt. Why would a musical guest come on America's Funniest Home Videos? Well, I guess because they had a song to promote.
Okay. She made a shirt for you.
What's going on? It's already signed. Look
Beautiful.
at that.
You don't meet
Nice
any
to
women
see
in your work ever, do you?
I meet a lot of people doing what I do. And,
This is
that's
right
my
before he
favorite
was,
part about it is, you know, it's the fans that really have propelled my career, and I just love going out and being with all of them.
Well, they love you too. Look at that. Now, Billy Ray, they love you.
I love them too.
And so do I. I'm knitting you something tonight.
This is right before he filmed Mulholland
I
Drive.
just kept struggling.
Might
struggling,
actually
struggling, and,
be kind of close to when he
persistence
filmed
was
that.
the key, you know. But I always learned as a kid from playing ball that if you keep swinging, you got to get a hit. You just got to keep swinging. And I kept swinging and swinging. And
Why does this
finally
exist on
my
America's
records gave
Funniest
me
Home
a
Videos?
record deal, and Achy Breaky Heart came into my life, and the rest.
I don't
is-
remember that either, but for some reason, this moment, and I watched this in 1992, I would have been 6. You can do the math to figure out how old I am there. This is an early 6-year-old memory that I can recall with surprising accuracy.
History.
I guess I didn't dream it. I guess it's just like it was super popular, so if you have an artist to promote, you just have Bob Saget interview
You've seen her
him.
before. Were you surprised at all when we asked you to introduce our Assignment America on the show this week?
Well, I was surprised and also very honored, you know, because I'm a big fan of your show.
Honored?
I think that this spontaneous part of your show is the key to life. I think the spontaneous things in life are some of the best things you'll ever
What?
come across. I love watching your show, so for a boy from Flatwoods, Kentucky,
spontaneous
to be here
part
with y'all today in Los Angeles,
this clip
California,
show?
is a big deal for me.
Oh, man. Thank you.
What does that mean? Did he think about saying that? Why did he say that?
Well, and I'm a boy from Norfolk, Virginia. And
Was he
Philadelphia, and
backstage
a little
thinking,
bit of
this is what I
Latino,
gotta
so
say about this
it's,
show? I gotta think about what I love
an honor to
about
have
it.
You here. And that's kind of why we kind of wanted you to come by. We want you to tell these people, or I'll tell these people, let's both tell them together, to videotape themselves or anybody else doing the achy breaky dance. Okay? Now, what would you like to see them do, Billy Ray, doing this achy breaky dance on tape?
Oh wait,
Sure,
did they not
regular
sing it?
dress.
Hey, America, you heard what Bob and Billy Ray said. We want you to get your friends, your camcorder, and a copy of the song, Achy Breaky Hearts, and shoot your own funny music video. So listen to the song.
Maybe there's still time. Maybe we can do it, chat.
A good old time. Then send that tape and all your funny tapes to our regular address, because we've got a weekly contest worth $15,000.
Just send it in. If you've got time, get your camcorder.
We're not responsible for lost or misdirected tapes. And remember, if the producers like your achy breaky music video the best, they might fly you out to Hollywood for taping of our show.
Don't we all feel better now? You thought I was crazy for loving the most American theme of all the America's Funniest Home Videos theme. But now we all feel cured
Of what?
of feeling sad about anything that's happening ever.
I don't feel better.
That's just because you're not currently recording your achy breaky heart video case to send to P.O. Box 433, Hollywood, California.
Did they then play the montage of Achy Breaky Heart? I don't see a clip of it, so I'm just gonna assume they never got around to showing the achy breaky heart montage. Is this the cha-cha slide of the generation? Yeah, this is the 1992 cha-cha slide. They probably just pocketed $3. Wait, maybe Reddit will tell me if they ever actually aired. Oh, never mind. They did do it. It's like a different voice behind this. Oh, it's because this is just a recording of a guy's TV. This was the winner, I guess. You know, we didn't always have the internet, guys. That was the closest we could get back in 1992.
You're not going to finish it? They worked hard on that. Those are the local paramedics doing their best to have fun.
I don't know, given the context of what you're talking about earlier, it seems a little fucked up.
That man died? No. Look at the end of the video. I bet he's fine. I bet he's fine. What? Oh no, was he dead in the end? That man died for all of our enjoyment.
He died.
He's dead. I misspoke. But look, funny videos are serious business, okay? If you want to be America's funniest, you have to be willing to make sacrifices. And I, for one, give one big Rick salute to that brave, achy, breaky heart, America's funniest cadaver. Back to you, Case. Come on, we had fun, right?
No.
Well then, I guess you're achy breaking my heart? I guess that's all the time we have. Let's just move on.
Thank you, Card King. Indeed, ring the bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's the noise it makes whenever Crumb flicks his penis, and he's here for some reason. He's gonna die soon. It's Crumb. Ding-a-ling-a-ling is the noise it makes when I ring my penis. What is that even? What are you even trying to say there? Jackalope Dave Coulier. Search for Jackalope Dave Coulier. Okay, Notcase's brother has a request, and I, for one, plan to honor it. Jackalope Dave Coulier. Coulier? Oh. What is this? Okay, this is a little bit of a deviation, but it's been recommended. Let's see.
And a jury ready to award $15,000 in weekly cash prizes on America's Funniest People. And now, here are your legal beagles presenting a strong case for our comedy, Dave Coulier.
This is America's Funniest People.
Sorkin.
Why is it the jackalope? What does that mean?
Good evening, welcome to our show.
Hi, everybody.
Since we're we're appearing here on the animal stage, I thought it would be appropriate if we dressed accordingly.
And when we put on these antlers, what do you think it's time for,
Oh.
audience?
Oh, right you are. So here he comes.
Fast as fast can be. You'll never catch me.
What?
It's hammer time. Here's a memo that makes a point.
Oh, God. No, don't. Oh, God.
Fast as fast can be. You'll never fire me.
What did you just make us watch? I wasn't prepared for the body shape of the jackalope. I thought he looked actually fit and he looked fine, and I support the jackalope. But I'm just saying, that was a large, what? You just wasted a lot of our time is my point. Like we were going to use our time more wisely as you scream at me with the flimsy pretense of proving some kind of point, with the constant pretense of owning you with every point. Owning you. Owning your soul. I think I kind of remember that. I don't remember that. I also don't remember America's Funniest People. Were they on Contemporary? Were those contemporaries of each other? Funniest Home Videos and Funniest People? Why were they on the animal stage? Well, because they had to summon the jackalope, I'm assuming. Perhaps you must be upon the animal stage to summon the jackalope? Who was better, Bob Coulier or Bob Saget? Damn, we do already have a debate in the holster for today, but I'm down to do two because I need you to die soon. One debate per day so that I can have a little warning to get some of my affairs in order. It was Saget. Not Case's brother nailed it. It was. We do actually agree here. It was Saget. Damn it, that does make me want to say Coulier. But Saget is better. I guess he's so much better that even you know. We also had a call for an expert, Gordon Robertson of the 700 Club. Once again, someone I'm completely unfamiliar with, but I'm sure Case knows who he is. I also zero awareness of that person, but Case will talk to him because those are the rules. Okay, so what are we debating today? For real. Who would win in a fight? A musical gorilla or a bald gambling addict? Well, you forgot to say recovering, because I've actually been doing a lot of work in therapy with my wife. And though I will always be an addict, I think it's important to include the oh so beautiful adjective of shut the fuck up. Good for you. Oh, you're still fucking addicted. I just said I am. And a little bit of support would be very nice. The gorilla will 100% destroy you, who this is about. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily about me. Rockefeller Gorilla, just know that this isn't necessarily about our situation. This is more abstract. It could be any bald gambling addict, of which there's potentially millions, and any gorilla, of which there are probably less than humans due to the practices of us humans, how we treat the natural environment. Unfortunately, that there's less than millions. What are you talking about? Why are you bringing up stuff that's going to piss him off? Destroying the natural habitat of the gorilla? Is that something you're taking credit for? No, I'm trying to say I understand the situation of the gorilla. You're trying to say you know what it's like to be a gorilla? Look at this gorilla. You think you know what it's like to be as strong and as powerful, but have to deal with the petty concerns of humans destroying your natural habitat, even though you could destroy 100 of them easily with your bare hands? Okay, well, let's establish a couple ground rules, because I know you're going to make me take the side of the bald gambling addict. Yes, I am. How smart that you knew that. And actually, you're bald because you're a skinhead. No, you can't add. We adjusted. You can't add stuff. You can just pick which side I'm on. I was just saying that about you. That's horrible. I'm not. I'm bald. Yeah, I'm bald. That has nothing to do with any connotations that come with being a bald white guy. Awful of you to say. I'm going to take... you're going to make me take the side of the bald gambling addict? Yes. In my situation, it's because the bald gambling addict has access to human society and technology and the gorillas in the wild. And that's the situation, and that's my argument. All right, now I just know that the gorilla would win and that you're contorting the nature of a versus competition with your weird additional rules and that you should be punished for that by getting punched by a gorilla. Just so we're clear on where we're both coming from. If we don't have a mod that minds making that debate, I am so excited today to be on the side of the gorilla because you do in fact have so few losses left until this very well-meaning gorilla does the thing we've all been demanding and kills you with a punch. Well, first of all, there's no guarantee that the punch will kill me. Second of all, there's no guarantee that I'm going to lose because I ask you this. Why do we assume that if a gambling addict and a gorilla encounter each other in a versus situation that they must fight? Okay, I think the assumption here is that a gorilla sees a bald gambling addict and they freak out. What if that bald gambling addict respects the gorilla, in fact loves the gorilla, loves nature and loves animals, loves primates of all type, understands the situation of the gorilla and tries to work with the gorilla to get them out of the versus situation that they've both been unjustly forced into by the nature of whatever perverse reality this takes place in? I'm saying the bald gambling addict wins because he sides with the gorilla. Deal with that! That doesn't make... It's a versus, you piece of shit! You don't say Batman versus Superman, but Superman's too nice to kill Batman, and if you're making that kind of petty argument, you have undermined the very nature and enjoyment of a versus situation. Fucking football field, no implements. Boom, they run at each other. And yes, much like a gorilla would easily slaughter 100 humans, he's gonna turn that bald gambling head of yours into a bald gambling mashed potato on the fucking AstroTurf of the 49ers field. 49 being a much younger number than your disgusting Asian body deserves, you piece of shit. I can't wait to see you die. Every night I dream of it. Every night I clap my hands together and I pray to space itself that you will be taken from us soon. And when it is upon us, it is almost upon us. Yes! Really? The bald gambling addict won? What the fuck, guys? Why does no one want to see you die like I do? I would just like to point out that not everyone is as insane as you. Not everyone wants to see death. Some of us believe in life and love, and I frankly think that's crumb-believable. Oh, got your ass again. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Those are love guns. Boom, 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 they're shooting out little hearts, and they're landing on people's chests, and they're going, Thank you for being on the side of the Angels. Once again, chat. That is a big old crumb shot. What? Crumb shot? You call bullshit? We need to make it illegal to vote? Finally, we can make it illegal to vote. It's been way too long. It's had its time. Voting is finally done. And as the new dictator, I'm saying, I won. Well, no. No. But chat said, one person in chat said that. One person in chat. Ralph Loser Cut? That's so stupid. That's so stupid to say, because that's not my name. My name is very different than that, actually. Yeah, you idiot, that's dumb of you to say. Why am I even here? Oh my god, you can't handle this. I'm so far ahead of you in the score, too. It's gonna kill you when I don't get killed. When I just easily clear my debt. Can you update the number, actually? Because now you're $45,000 off.
You're crumb-believable.
The amount. No, I'm only $30,000 off.
Hey, you there? You're crumb-believable.
I'll update it. Are you running through money trouble? Because you need to tell me if you are. I am relying on this money. Can you update it to be accurate, please? I'm just busy right now.
Did I not have enough lyrics?
I'm just busy. Are you actually as rich as you claim?
It's because you're in the middle of recording. I don't want to talk over you.
40K off, it should be 60K.
What? why don't you just do a little editing? I'm not gonna spend that much time on this, man. What, you rap about
No, that's actually not
stuff?
quite right.
How come you won't edit something for
Because
me?
we were at...
'Cause I don't
I'm gonna have to go through the tape now.
unless it's for me. You're crumb-believable.
We said it was going to be
Oh!
15,000 every time you
see
win.
what
I
did at
tripled
the
it.
end there?
I
We were
negotiated down to
arguing. I think
15.
I nailed that out.
God, your song is so... you talk in that song so... Yes. In my hit song, I do use my voice. I'm not hundreds of years... I'm not hundreds of years old and still broke. I'm hundreds of years old and incredibly rich. I'll update this right now. I just don't want to have to fucking mess with the goddamn streamer bot in the middle. It's crazy. It's crazy. You're all being crazy. I can fix this. I mean, I'm already giving him $5,000 every time he wins, which is crazy that I've been doing that. Here's the deal, though. You were at 110,000, I think, and then that's when we made the deal. I think. No, you're at 100. Shit, where were you? 115? I gotta do this later. You don't have them. Please tell me you have the money. I have the fucking money. God, you're just so whiny. I don't want to do it, but I will do it. I'll do it right now. I'll do it later. Oh, God. You better have the money. Someone check the wiki. I'm going to follow up with you on this. Just reset it back to 110. That seems fair. And then you owe me 10 grand. Oh, you monster. No, see, it was at 115 because I've won the last 3. No, actually, I won one of them. No, wait, I didn't. Oh, wait, I mean, obviously, I won all of them. You're getting so confused. You're so flustered today because you can feel the righteous tide of history. You know, the bend in the river is bending towards Crumb. Dootsie. That's fun to say. Add that to Crumb Shot. Crumb Shot. Dootsie. Don't add more words to your disgusting thing that you say. Oh, shoot. I just deleted one. Or did I? No. America's Funniest Videos versus Jackass. That's a pretty good one. We'll do it next time. You don't want to do it because I'm on a goddamn roll. The Crumb money count needs to be updated. Yes, I'm aware. It'll happen. It's destroying the sense of progress here. Loser munch is best munch. I agree. Maybe if you could just be humbled enough, we can finally get Al Munchester back out here. God, the fact you keep bringing him up is just so sad. The real deal is right here, but you're not man enough to what? To be my friend. I'm not man enough to be your friend. You're not man enough to have any friends, apparently. Nothing to say? What a surprise. What, did I hit a nerve? Do you actually have any nerves? Because I thought you were completely numb, physically and emotionally. Because you're so tough you don't feel anything. And you're so strong you've never felt an emotion. Oh, but I guess there's a little bit of a cold heart in there. Just starting to thump now that you're feeling like a loser. I think I actually made him feel bad. I'm fine. It's not that serious. I fucking knew you would cave instantly. I feel great. I feel fucking great. You were about to try to be nice to me, weren't you? Do you know how many times I've called for your death? Oh my God. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? You actually needed me to show a little bit of empathy to you because you were actually feeling bad. You immediately tried to cover it up by acting like that was some bizarre plan to make me nice to you. Do you understand how see-through you are? Yeah, you can see right through to my intentions because my intentions are fucking huge and unmissable. And they are to missile you with a gorilla's fist. Well, I guess we're not getting that update today. Please update the number. 60K is what it's supposed to be. No, it's 115. You've won 3. It's taken off 5 3 times. I agreed to 10,000. It's 30,000 less. It should be 70K. I did the math just now. I'm hitting the wrong button a lot today. New debate is Munch broke. There's no time for anything from anyone. We've got to go. I've decided that everybody's misbehaving today, and your punishment is you don't get to see me anymore. Obviously, the wolves in chat can follow me on my proprietary OnlyFans called Only Munch that only they know about. It's a secret thing for just the wolves. They didn't do anything wrong, but the rest of you are misbehaving and you're being punished with the absence of my presence. And don't you say a fucking word, you little fucking lean back in the chair, tiny man. God! What is that in the corner of my space? Woo! Okay, who am I supposed to talk to? Gordon Robertson of the 700 Club. Let's figure out who that is, I guess. Is it another fucking... Oh, it's one of these fucking religious nutjobs. Is this kid? I think I've talked to this guy before, actually. Now that I'm seeing all of this information in front of me. Okay. It's this fucking guy. It's this guy. He's in the Discord. Gordon Peterson is in our Discord? I know he's not. I know he's not, really.
Can't prove that he's not. He could be in there.
We also have a trip coming up. A trip Bradstein, that is. Some of chat's already ahead of the game here. Exclamation point trip is how you send Trip on the Streets your opinions. So feel free to load them up. They'll be preloaded by the time he gets there.
Christ is king? Oh. I thought the king was the guy with the sausage fingers. Which I'd like, because I want to get those bad boys and I want to try them out. You know what I mean? Nibble on some king fingies?
You want to eat King Charles's fingers?
Yeah, they're big old hot dog boys. I'd love to get those things in my mouth. But if Christ is king, does he have big sausage fingers?
I don't think so. He's pretty svelte, actually.
Pepito is king. Well, I thought I was Pope.
You know the difference between king and pope?
Nope. So I guess I'm both. I am king now. Worship me still, because I'm your religious leader. Yay! Everybody drink this drink I made. It's good.
Don't do that. Don't immediately skip to the final step of the cult, Pepito.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just like to make liquids. And I love to see people drink them. I am your Pope. Time for today's daily prayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do we have religious music? Religious me up. For today's daily prayer. There it is. Bells.
It's good. Help.
Hello, my sons and daughters. Or whatever else. Bugs. Or little creatures. The slime creatures that I meet when I eat the slime. Today, I want you to give thanks. It's for... floods. I want you to think about floods. And how they're good. Because it's just a lot of water. And water is what your body is made out of. It's just your body becoming more of itself if you think about it. Floods are good for you. So go get one and live in it. Amen. Okay, who are we talking to?
What the fuck was that?
That's today's daily prayer.
Well, prayer to what?
To give thanks for floods.
Steve, thank you for the 16 months. How anybody puts up with it, I don't know, but I appreciate all of you for doing it.
You're just so beleaguered.
How do you know what that word means?
I don't know!
Who's Pepito's Paul Bear?
It's the guy who adjusts things for me. Say hi. This isn't my hand. I have paws. This is just him. Stop that. Stop that. Stop wobbling your hand around. You're done now. Put it back down. Thank you. He lives under my desk.
Oh, my cousin, Jace?
Yeah. He's sort of my Paul Bear.
The cowboy hat guy?
Yeah, he's down here. I make him stay low off camera. Because this is my show.
Whoa. Okay, look, I have to talk to Gordon Robertson. What does he even sound like? I'm guessing like a religious asshole. Gordon Robertson.
Time for some of your email questions. And Gordon.
By God to communicate.
Spirit.
Okay, here we go.
To communicate with God and angels. What do I do to...
Wait. Sorry, let me actually load this correctly. Here we go.
Time for some of your email questions. And Gordon Doug asks, I heard a preacher say that we have to walk in the Spirit to communicate with God and angels. What do I do to walk in the Spirit?
Yeah, what do we
Doug,
do?
First off, don't try to communicate with angels. Don't get caught up in that. If angels are sent by God to communicate to you, absolutely pay attention to them. And,
only
and
then.
Don't be like John the Baptist's father who made him angry. So, you know, keep in mind that when you have access to the King of Kings and you are a child of God, you have something absolutely unique in the universe, and don't trade that for anything else.
Oh.
Well, the basic question, how do you walk in the Spirit? Here's the scripture, Galatians chapter 5, verse 25.
Okay, well, we get it. That's kind of his vibe. Don't talk to an angel unless it was sent to you. Don't try to talk to them. If you have any questions for Pat, throw them in the chat. In the meantime, I'll talk to him, I guess. Thank you for being here. Gordon, sorry, not Pat. Gordon Robertson. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Good to talk to any believers that might happen to be in the audience. Son, I've seen some of your stream. I do think you need help. What happened? What? I went through makeup today, right? I don't have a makeup person. Am I on screen without my putty flesh? It looks like you're only wearing putty flesh. This is a prank. This is not how I look. I did not go through a similar industrial accident to the Batman villain Clayface, but without any of the powers resulting. This is a prank sent from God to challenge your faith in the structure of my face. And you passed by believing me in everything I'm saying. Amen. You don't look that bad. Really? That's Hugh Jackman? Yeah, actually, I'm an actor. I'm not Gordon Robertson. And I don't wear, this is the kind of thing an actor would say. I don't cover my face in an industrial gelatin-like putty that resembles skin after drying for several minutes to cover the true nature of my horrendous form that I was cursed with while trying to communicate with a demon. You're doing the thing a lot of people do on this stream. I think you're telling us exactly what you don't want us to know. We don't know any of these things, so you don't have to say any of this. I'm a normal guy. Oh, okay. When will Eric Stolz play you in a movie? You would need to get someone else, actually, because for all the reasons I've explained, no offense to Mr. Stolz, probably a proud Christian or Catholic or whatever, he's one of the things that we are. And so no offense to him, but you'd need to get someone like Tim Timothy Chalamet. You want Timothy Chalamet to play you in a movie? At your age, he could wear some... He'd play young me. When I was younger, I looked just like him. And then as old me, he could wear a couple prosthetics, not a skin putty. And because I don't wear that, so he wouldn't wear it either. William Shatner. No, because I'm not his age. Maybe he could play my father, God rest his soul, because he's more age appropriate for him. Is JD Vance a demon? Yeah, no. You're trying to twist me up. First of all, we established I'm Hugh Jackman, so how would I know? You did start saying yes. Well, I got confused. I'm just an actor, the actor Hugh Jackman. You are Gordon Robertson. You are. I can't get Hugh Jackman. I can only get you. Well, we're gonna have to agree to disagree there, because it said he said at this he said at this point. Have you ever been human? Everything. Consciousness is human in nature. So what is human but nature trying to express itself through consciousness in its many and multivarious forms, some of which you may not understand? Do you happen to have any throat equalizer? What? Do you happen to have any throat equalizer? What is that? You don't know what it is. I think it's better if I just go. Okay. Well, join the 700 Club. If you want to protect your immortal soul. We'll make sure your soul is immortal. I had a really big burrito today, and I don't trust Mexicans. Okay. It was a mistake. Okay. That's enough. Thank you for having me.
Why are you playing that music?
I feel like I just need it. Sometimes I need that music. I don't have anything to say, I just needed the music.
Okay. He didn't leave. He's still here.
I see it. I see it out of the corner of my eye. But I don't really want to cut to it.
Get that camera off me. Get that camera off me. This is a prank. It's a prank.
Should I ask him to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's time for the streets.
I think Jambalaya was first.
Okay. Time for Jambalaya. It's a confusing segment featuring lies. So, just right up the stream, Sally. We send it to that now. Have fun with it, whatever that is. Okay. Bye.
Okay, wait a minute. I might have to make some quick adjustments here. Because these guys aren't supposed to be here right now. This is a papal conclave. Let me just see. Let me see if I can get a hold of everybody real quick. Otherwise, I might have to make some adjustments. Oh, God. Oh, my God. What did I name everything, guys? Okay, wait. I know how to do this. I'll use my brain real quick. So I'm just letting all the other hosts kind of filter in. That's all I'm doing. Just classic normal stuff. Okay, there we go. There's one. Okay. Oh, Liliana should be here in just a second too. Unfortunately, I guess we'll just leave the last two as they are, actually. You know what? This scene needs a little bit of maintenance. Turns out we do need a little bit of maintenance here, actually. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk to the Papal Binclave folks instead today. Sometimes you just gotta go with who's around. And despite Chet showing up, it's too confusing. We're gonna talk to the other guys. For one day only. But I don't even have my my little habit thing anymore. But what can you do? Okay. We're back on top. I'm assuming. Yeah, everybody's looking great. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Pepito was here. Pepito, how are you doing today?
I guess I'm doing this today. Why not? What's the thing we're doing, Case?
Well, first of all, I think we only have religious music in this particular setup. So we'll just use DJ Music music. It doesn't really fit the mood, but sometimes you just gotta go with what you got. Who's here? Wait, Pepito can't be ever. Oh, we have Crumb today? Okay. Damn, guys. So sad for us. What a strange collection of people we've assembled. Alright, now everybody's in order. We do have Grandman, though. So anyway, the jambalaya we've been summoned for today. My very reasonable segment. Easy to understand. One of these people is an evil twin, and you have to guess who. It's just that simple. One of them is an evil twin, but who? They're all going to claim they're not, but one of them is lying. So basically, can you sniff out the person who is lying about being an evil twin? Who is actually an evil twin? Somebody's already suggested Crumb, aka Not Case's brother, is letting their opinion be known. Well, here's how you're going to help. Ask questions in chat. I'll then ask these people those questions. We'll try to sniff out who seems like a filthy fucking liar. I do feel like Crumb could be an evil twin. That's cruel to say. Not cool. That's a little cruel. I'm not. I wish I had a twin. It would be a joy to have someone of a shared and similar biological makeup who potentially shares my perspectives. A clone, if you will. I'd gladly clone myself, but unfortunately, nope. Just me. Famously an only child. Famously. Oh, maybe not famously. Maybe I'm just saying that currently. I mean, I am an only child. I'm not just saying that. I mean, maybe I've never told you all. Okay, a little suspicious, just how you're talking in general. Grandman, do you reproduce asexually? Can you even have a twin? Oh,
Ding, ding, ding. A great question. I do not know how I reproduce. I came into being underneath the sink of a high school janitor's closet, and that's at least where I became aware that I existed first. I was raised with not much pleasure by the janitorial staff of that high school. They were reluctant, but the noises I made could only be ceased with comfort, and they found it within themselves to feed me.
Okay, so you're not an evil twin. That's really all we're asking.
No, I wish. I like Crumb. I wish that, but I'm a unique, one of a kind.
Pepito, are you an evil twin?
Yeah. What's the question?
Oh, that's actually not the question. You're an evil twin?
I don't know. I don't know. What does it mean?
Is there another one of you?
There's tons of dogs. There's a bunch. I was in a litter of 48 dogs.
Were any of them your twin?
I don't know. You'd have to ask my tummy because I ate some of them.
Oh, God.
They were little. Some of them were really little. I was doing them a favor. I was like, fuse with me. So, anyway, I don't think I am. But what was the question?
Do you think Grandman reproduces asexually?
I don't know. He looks... Yes.
Okay. A basket of puppies is about to go over a waterfall, but you can walk 50 feet and save them. Do you? Do you save a basket of puppies walking? They're approaching a waterfall. Chris? Yes, obviously. What the hell kind of question is that? All I have to do is walk 50 feet? I'm there, puppies. Puppy power, man. I'm happy to walk a normal distance. Crumb, do you walk 50 feet to save puppies? Or are there other impediments? I mean, I would either way. I just wanted to clarify the situation. Do I walk 50 feet into the waterfall? I would save the priority I would have would be saving the puppies. However, I'm only bringing this up because if they're in a waterfall, I'm not a strong swimmer. The more responsible thing for me to do might be to yell for help. But I mean really yell my butt off. Like I would do everything I can to scream for help. I just know if I go in there, I'm going to potentially be a weight on the puppies. So, but if they're not in a waterfall, if I just have to walk 50 feet on land and there's no traps, why would there be traps? Why would there be traps? I was wondering who you were looking at. And my answer is yes. Sorry, my answer is yes. It doesn't sound like your answer was yes, Crumb. No, I was clarifying, but my answer is yes. Grandman, would you walk 50 feet to save puppies? Yes. Yeah. That's actually the most normal answer. Crumb, that's how you answer that question. Pepito, would you walk 50 feet to save puppies? You are a dog.
Definitely not. Nope, let those little guys go, man. They gotta learn at some point. I mean, they're never gonna learn to fly over a waterfall if you don't let them pop over some waterfalls. And that's part of being a dog.
It is?
I mean, I was for me. I've been in so many water bodies just shooting down. My own freaking raft, dude. Thank you. I have Jace down here again with the hands. Okay. Don't do my voice. The answer is no. Let those little guys go, man. Let them fly over those waterfalls. Pew!
He does pray for floods. So that's a good point, PB.
Yeah, I'm a flood dog. I'm a flood pope. I love floods. What? Religions like floods. That's normal. Get used to it.
Okay. Oh yeah, we don't have any of our... Usually I would be playing contemplative music right now, but we just don't have it. Chris is here. 50 feet am I made of walking? That was Crumb's opinion, apparently. No, that was not. I did say yes. I just had questions, which is reasonable to have in a hypothetical. It's normal to have questions. You know? Sorry. Can Grandman walk? That feels very Grandman focused. Grandman, are you going to eat the puppies when you reach them? Those are all very Grandman focused questions. I don't feel qualified to answer them. Grandman, do you feel qualified to answer them? I would not eat the pup. I understand how I look. It's a normal question. Not offended at all. But I wouldn't eat the puppies. I actually only eat mulch and gravel. Everything else disagrees with my stomach. I do eat a lot of gravel, though. Is it a gravel-based river? Because I might be tempted on the way. Can you walk? In a sense. Okay. Chris, that's a good point. Chris, did you even call out to be here today? I mean, I thought that this was related to my duties as the truancy officer / parole officer of that indigent child Trent. Am I not supposed to be here? No, you're doing the right thing. Just maybe don't tell your boss. Why wouldn't I tell my boss? Am I not supposed to be here? Anyway, this is about trying to figure out who's an evil twin. So would Crumb eat the puppies is, I think, a very valid question for that. God, that is just crazy line of questioning. I understand you're all having a little bit of fun, but my earpiece. No, I would not eat the sorry, my earpiece is just it's unrelated. I have one of those invisible earpieces. That's why you see these. I have a very expensive earpiece, but it just doesn't fit my ear always. Yes. Wait, no, what was the question? No. What are we talking about? Would you eat puppies? Oh, my ear. Sorry. No. Chris, would Crumb eat the puppies? I'm not sure at this point. I feel like maybe. Crumb, Chris, I know that we're not close, but I wouldn't, so. Grandma, would Crumb eat the puppies? I don't really want to make an enemy, but I am uncomfortable. Okay. Pepito, would Crumb eat the puppies?
I'd eat the puppies. I mean, they better be quick enough to get away from me. Good luck getting through me, Crumb.
There you have it. So we'll pretend it's hush puppies. Is Crumb being fed lines? That's a really great question, Grandman. Yes, he did mess with his earpiece a lot, and I'm suspicious. Pepito.
Yeah, I'm trying to feed him lines. Actually, I want him to feed me lines. Can I eat the lines? Feed me lines.
Chris, is Crumb being fed lines? I'm not hearing anything, and I can hear what's in his headphones that he claims are good, but I can't hear them, and I'm pretty sure it's a self-help tape about being strong. Crumb, are you being fed lines? I hesitate to ask. Can we stop it with this bully sesh on me? This is supposed to be about finding out who's an evil twin. And, sorry. God, that is really loud. Sorry. It's not lines being fed to me. I have sound issues. I have comfort. I get uncomfortable in certain social situations, and I listen to calming music. It just got really loud, though, which does not calm me down. So, great. Another thing to pick on me for. No, I wouldn't pick on you for that. That's... If you've got a thing going on with... And I'm sorry for making you uncomfortable. Really? Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. I wouldn't pick on you for that. Do you want a cake that I've been keeping in my car for just this occasion? Whoa. It's been in there for a while, but I've been keeping it. It's in a plastic. It could be hot, but that's good for a cake. Anyway, just saying, if you want to have cake in my car later, we should do that. I have a thing right after this, but rain check. Maybe we just get like a coffee somewhere. Right. But I asked is if you want to have cake in my car, but that's fine. Sounds like a good time, says chat. So, see, Crumb, people are being nice to you. Thank you. You're all invited to, well, not all of you. I don't know some of you, but conceptually, you're all invited for cake in my car. Okay, you know what? I think this is enough. I'm going to just say that this is enough to figure out who's an evil twin. And we have the wrong music cues, so I'm going to play this big band music while we vote. Just if you're wondering why. I like it. I know you do, Crumb. All right. I can make this poll because it's confusing. Okay, I think I can. Maybe I spoke too soon. Flip, add, poll, there it is. New poll. Who is an evil twin? Oh, you know what? I gotta write it down beforehand and hide it. So you know I'm not making it up on the fly, chat. I'll write it down on this little corgi notepad. Corgi butt. But I won't show it to you. It's on here now. We'll turn it around when we're ready. Okay, who is an evil twin? Is it Chris? Is it Crumb? Is it Grandman? Or is it Pepito? Beautiful. We're just going to give ourselves a minute on this one. Have at it. Any closing words to prove that you're not an evil twin? Look, I do have a twin. I'll admit that, but that's the kind of thing that a non-evil twin would admit. I just happen to have a twin. So, unrelated to me being evil, I do have a twin. But I think I'm a pretty good one, and I think my twin's a nice guy too, so. Okay, weird. I'm not. Again, I'd love to have a sibling. I would really love to, but I'm not. Okay, Grandman. Again, I'd like to meet another thing like me. So if you know of anything claiming to be my twin, that would be a pleasure to shed a little light on what's going on here. Pito, are you an evil twin?
Yes, I'm the one.
But you don't know that you are.
It's me, Austin.
How do you even know that meme?
I don't know.
Anyway, somehow it's Chris. Feels a little cheap, but Chris, what the hell? Well, look, evil's a stretch. I had some rough years in my early years. There's a reason I turned over a different leaf and I became a kindler, gentler parole officer, but yeah, I know how to lie, so you probably didn't catch on. But there was a time when I was an evil twin. Some people say I still am. Look, my twin is a doctor. He's a humanitarian. He's actually currently a doctor in Gaza. Oh, geez. Okay. So he's about as good as it gets. So by comparison, he's like an international aid worker working pro bono as a doctor. And mostly I keep track of the community service hours of a kid who got a insane corrupt deal to watch movies as community service. So comparatively, I guess if I think about it, what am I even doing? You know? Do you want the music? No, I don't want the music. Don't stop the music. I'm fine. I'm comfortable with who I am. I just don't think about my brother that much. He's my twin. In a way that means if I applied myself, who knows what I could do. You're both helping the world, Chris. Take the credit you deserve and say that what you're doing is as important as an international aid doctor. Really? Do you mean that? No, I don't. Sorry, I don't mean that. That was a mean joke on my part. I don't mean that. I'll take that music, actually. Jeez. Everybody's so mean here. We can be a little mean here. But we only do it to try to figure out who's a evil twin or whatever else chat requests. Again, I have all the wrong music cues, so we're playing sexy music, but this is supposed to be more so mysterious music. I'm feeling it. I think you should play this more often, Case. You guys thought it was me? Well, maybe that's what I wanted you to think. Yes! I win! No, there's nothing to win. Well, I didn't lose, so that's gonna be all the time we have for now. Do you really want to do an outro that bad? I never get to the outros. Can I please do one? That's all the time we're gonna have for now. And then it ends. You take that back? No. Okay, well that's all the time. The people been. Sorry, I forgot I had this cue locked and loaded. We're just gonna send it to the streets. Crumb, you kind of blew that outro. You hit the wrong button as well, so just so you know. That's my bad. We'll send it to the streets is what I meant to say. And exclamation point trip is how you send Trip Bradstein an opinion. We'll talk to you. What else should I say? Oh, just stop talking. Okay, bye-bye. Someone played my wrong music slightly. We've already got 4 opinions locked and loaded in the opinion chamber. That's exciting. I'm excited for that. So no need for the usual preamble, but just know this. This is Trip on the Streets, and exclamation point trip is how you send me your hot opinions. You'll send it right into the opinion chute. It will be filtered onto the streets and take the form of whatever your opinion may be. Can't make much more sense than that. And to prove it, here's a guy approaching me to talk about a thing. Yes, sir. How are you do?
Yeah. Yeah, Trip. Yeah, it's me, Mitch. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
There was no time for questions. He did leave. Which actually does kind of make him a cool guy. Because usually when people creep me out, they just stay. And kind of stare at me. So frankly, I'll take it. I will take that. That is fine by me. Also fine by me, the incredible follow from Matt Liddell. Let's go 30 months. Let us fricking Liddell all the way to hell. Thank you so much, Matt Liddell. All right. Who else is ready to talk to me? Trippy B. Yes. What am I even looking at? Okay, yes, you there. I'm Trippy B. You want to talk to me? Well, hey, it's me. Al Manchester. It is? I heard I might be brought back to Ben if Crumb gets out of debt. And I miss my friend. I miss him, you know. Okay, Al. I thought you were... Wait, Ralph? You're Ralph in a... Is that what your hair looks like under the wig? No, I'm Al. I just have friends. I thought that you were confined. It's just I know Ralph isn't here. And I'm pretty sure you're trapped inside him. Can you be the pallbearer for Pepito? Me? Yes. Are you really, Al Manchester? I don't understand why I'm being accused of anything right now. I just came. This is the network that Crumb is on, right? You were on it for a while. Do you remember? I'm Al Manchester. Okay. Okay. You're familiar with all of the lore of that situation? I'm familiar with all of the lore. Yes. Of everything. That's a big claim. Well, that's true. It's not of everything. But on this stream I am, so how do you watch? Well, I used to not be, but well, now actually the gerbil, he puts it up on his exercise bike because he stopped recently. He's saying it's going to be Hamtaro Day soon. I need to train up, and he used to watch the stream. He'd always be really frustrated. He'd be like, where's Hamtaro? Roommates. What? Before that, I would have Case just sort of text me notes, say, this is the lore to be aware of. Okay. And you're not feeling lore accurate, so I've got an eye on you. That's not a wink. That's an eye on you. Well, I just was trying to be nice. Okay. Trying to be nice isn't being nice. Now is it? Just something to keep in mind whenever you say that. Okay, yes, you there? What do you want to... I'll leave the electricity we. Okay. You still have that fan on? Turn it off. Like a light switch. Please. Please do though. I promise I will. Listen to this. I will unban you. I will unban you and the rest of the people. For what? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh my God, wait a minute. What? Oh! Oh, there's more, but I've lost it. Okay. Well, I got rid of them, so I guess I'm fine with that. I guess I'm fine with how that played out. Let's just keep it rolling today. Yes, you there.
It's me, Ayatollah Khomeini. I'm back.
What? Wait, which one?
But it's time I renounce my presence in this world. And I didn't just come back from the dead. I came back with superpowers. I can shoot acid from my fingers. What the fuck? I'm not surprised by this. This is a thing I can do.
Can you, did you just leak blue acid on your fingers?
No, they're fine. I'm fine. I shoot it out.
Okay.
Anyway, I spit fire from my butthole, and I can't show you that. And I spray rattlesnakes from my Johnson. That one. It's, that's right. My dick is now the face of Lyndon B. Johnson. So look out! The Ayatollah is a rock and roller, and I'm coming to roll over you! Acid! Fire! Snakes! Come on.
I am surprised by the finger thing, by the hands. But I'm not seeing the other two. So until I see it.
Snakes! Oh, my hand. Ooh. Jeez. Acid. Damn. Off the hand.
the hell? Wand? Wand, summon the snakes. Acid! Damn it. I'll come back. I'll show you later. They're snakes, so they're... I'll show you later.
He had cool tricks. He could summon a wand and make his hand blue. But he overplayed his hand and tried to act like he could shoot fire out of his butt, and I just wasn't seeing it. All right. Who else wants to talk to me? I'm Trippy B D D D D.
Oi! You killed Rob Alpha, you wanker! He was the one that helped contribute to the development of my roller coaster tycoon game.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who did Roller Coaster Tycoon. Remember him?
I don't remember him being a goose.
Alright. What's that? Just 'cause I'm from Essex, you're calling me a goose.
No, that's not why.
Alright, well, you killed Rob. You killed him.
Did I really? 'Cause I would love to know if he's gone.
Alright, you're a murderer now. You're gonna be arrested.
Are you Rob in a goose thing?
No. No, but I do have to go. Oh, you're murdering me now.
John Oliver's a very fuckable goose. I've always thought he's kind of hot. Honestly, just a little bit. You know, now that I say that, I feel like I don't mean it. All right. Who else? Yes? How can I help you? Is there an eyeball on your nose? Are you the Rock-afire gorilla and are you tired of waiting for Crumb? Blink once if it's a yes with your nose eye? How come the one eye's where it's supposed to be? All right, well, anything else you've got for me? Hey, the gorilla? I'm not on the... It's Crumb's thing. All right. Well, he made his point, I think. If I guessed his point correctly, he made his point. So I guess that's all he wanted. Okay. Yes, you there. What the fuck?
Salad is called stew. Agree? Do you agree with me?
Is that Sammy? Are you Sammy?
Salacious dummy, thank you for doing the smart thing and following. Is salad called stew?
Are you? What's your deal?
It's a very simple question, Trip. Is salad called stew?
No? Correct.
Correct. It's salad. It's salad.
Are you from beyond? I gotta go. Big fan. Nobody's being forthcoming with their follow-ups today. I guess that's for the best. There are a shitload of people for me to talk to. All right. Yes, you there. Do you want to talk to me? Whoa. This is the ghost of Rob Alvey. Okay, you do look terrible, Rob. But I don't believe that you're dead. That's how you look often. No, you killed me. So now I will use my ghostly powers to burn you. Whoa, do the voice thing for me. Whoa, come on, do it. Reverb my voice, somebody. Whoa. Not gonna let him do it. Come on, make my voice ghostly. Whoa. Really? Lifty loop twisty wee. I don't believe that you're dead. I look terrible. What do you mean? I'm a ghoul. Yes, you are, but I think you're a living ghoul. No, look at my eyes. Your eyes have looked worse. Nuh-uh. Look how weird I am. I'm dead. You're just wearing like a mask or something, like you always are, I guess. You killed me. Come on. Come on, man. What the fuck is this, man? Come on, man. What? Don't talk. Come on, man. Stop it, Rob. Don't do offensive voices. Man. All right. I'm gonna get you. I mean, I guess it's probably not an empty threat. He does seem to be stalking me. You think the real Rob Alvey is probably a little bug-like parasite, like a Zerg? That does feel correct. I believe that. Okay. Yes, you there? What do you have to say to me?
Hi, Trip. I'm the fungus monster who played the fungus monster on The Last of Us.
Okay.
They fired me, though. I was like not in the finale.
That's true, actually.
I'm not racist against non-fungus monsters. I did not say what they said, you know? Ah! Ah! Sorry, that's my fungus part. That's my monster part coming out. I'm still having trouble shaking the roll, Trip. Ah! Because I'm a character actor. I had to get in the part of fungus monster.
Well, are you normally a mushroom?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not a role. I don't understand why they cut me. I was a big part of the games. I'm gonna get you. Elfie or whatever.
Ellie, actually.
I'm gonna kill you. Abram?
Abby.
Joey?
Joel.
Well, I don't remember all the lines because they fired me.
It was his big break?
It was my big chance. I could have played any number of fungies. Or I'll play person. This could have been my Peter Dinklage moment. Where I'm not just cast as a mushroom anymore.
That's not... Peter Dinklage was never cast as a mushroom.
He wasn't?
No.
Oh, man. Well, anyway, I'm pissed, so... I don't want to burn any bridges, but just know, I'm gonna kill you all.
Oh.
I'm gonna kill humanity. Using my fungal powers. I don't mean to burn any bridges. I still want to work in this town, but just know I'm going to destroy humanity with my fungal powers. And that's just me calling my shot. Trip, big fan.
Well, I guess he warned us at least. Yes, you there, what do you have to say to me? I am, in fact, a trippy bee. I'm thinking. A loop twisty wee looks down. What the fuck, the fan again? Oh no, but I didn't finish. Sorry. I've got the fan for a reason, Rob. You can only show up so many times. What the hell is this guy's deal? Yes, you there. Are you the same guy from earlier, too?
It's me, the Ayatollah Khomeini. I'm back again.
Behold the hand, proof
Proof of what?
that I'm him. You see, you never Khomeini coming.
What?
That's right. I'm taking over the world, and I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I'm already through phase 1 of my plan. Help me, and you just, you stupid Americans, help me just by picking up the phone.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Khomeini. I'll be real with you or your work.
Do you know how?
I just said I didn't.
He did it with one single sentence. You want to know what it is? Huh? Do you?
I'm good.
Well, too bad, Ayatollah. I'm out.
He was confident that time. That time he was confident. Okay, yes, you there. You don't have to come up. Hey, Trip. It's Crumb. Yep, hi, Crumb. I heard Al Munchester was here. And I miss my friend. While I'm here. Oh my God. Well, look, you gave me $500 before, and I'm a little less confident in Munch's financial situation than I used to be because he refuses to update our graphic. So, you know I'm good for it. I don't know that. You haven't paid me back, and you took out $6,000 from. You made the hamster pay you $6,000. What was that about? Oh, I must have gotten the 5 wrong. 5 and 6 are so close. And then the hamster didn't read anything wrong. He showed me what you wrote. I got confused and I wrote a 6 instead of a 5. And then I've never been good with zeros. Ask my wife and she'll tell you. She'll give you an earful. So that's my bad. Are you mad at me? Yes. Yes, Crumb. Well, look, I hate to ask you if you're upset for $500, but I did. And I'm just curious if we could just side table this other stuff. Circle back to that 500. I considered it an investment. Because I am going to pay you back all $6,500 just if I can pop over and talk to that little hamster accountant you got. He's a roommate who happens to help me with finances. Mind if I pop over? Nope. No. If I see you go over there, I'll be upset. Just upset. Don't go over. Yes, I will stop you. Not, of course, you wouldn't need to. And you wouldn't need to. Do you know there's a casino really close to this park? Which I bring up because it is so hard as a recovering addict to come down here. If you ever consider changing locations, I'd come down a lot more. Then I'll never change locations. How about that, Crumb? I can see that you're upset. So, are you upset? Yes! God. Crumb, what are you doing in this park for money, and does it have anything to do with how your head looks? I hope so. It looks weird every time he's here. I should have asked. Ah, jeez. Rough. Okay, yes, you there. How are you doing today? I'm Trippy Bay. Hey there, it's me, Don Riggles. It is? Just checking in. He makes me laugh every time. You've got something, Wriggles. Hey, just checking in, being that I have nothing else to do around here anymore. I don't get that one, but except remind you about your stinky, sweaty ass. Oh, you baited me. I thought you didn't have a joke. Trip, that's right. You stinky butt boy, Trip. Okay. Oh, you got me. You got any other zingers? Maybe get the guy who bikes by. Your butt stinks while you bike. They should have called that bite That bike seat. They should have called that bike seat a poop seat. Yes. Okay. Okay. Good stuff, Don. Looking for laughs, not looking for you to fart gas out of your mouth like your butt. Okay. Good stuff. Well, looking for laughs though. Not talks. No, don't fake it. I know. I've been in this business a long time. Do not fake it. You're faking it harder. Just like your butthole has to fake smelling like skin. I don't know what to do. You broke my heart today. I liked his first couple. I feel like I hurt him today, and I feel bad about that for some reason. All right, you there. Cheer me up, I guess. I'm Trippy B.
Hey, Trev.
Yes?
This is Grabadese.
Hello.
No relation to Dragadese.
What?
No relation to Dragadese. I was wondering your personal opinion.
Okay.
Do you really believe that a bald man with gambling debt could take on a silverback gorilla?
Does look like Chet with a wig on.
I'm not here.
Okay. No, I don't think so. I think the gorilla would win.
Well, have you met the gorilla?
Yes.
I've met him. He broke my spine several places because I owed him $2 for bus fare.
Is that why you sound like that?
Nope. It was a back problem, not a voice problem. I knew I'm recovered now. But that's for bus fare, Trip. Bus fare. What they don't tell you is that the gorilla has cousins. He has a lot of cousins. Nobody tells you that.
Why would they?
Because I didn't think he had cousins. I thought he was just dealing with one. Whole family of gorilla you owe money to? A gorilla mob? Well, that's what you think I'm going to do about it. Nothing you do to get your back broke.
What's your name?
Grabadese. No relation to Dragadese.
All right, well, I'm sorry that happened to you, man, but don't borrow money from the gorilla mob, which I didn't know was a thing.
Me neither. They're not upfront about it, and I had no way to know, but now my back recovered, though. Big fan.
He's walking really well, actually, considering he got his back smashed. Okay. Yes, you there. I'm Trippy B. We meet again, Trip. It's Miles, from Miles in Transit here. You're all grown up, Miles. Excited for the Purple Line extension here in Los Angeles. They've got a lot of train infrastructure coming, courtesy of the 2028 Olympics. Could be a big boon for the LA Transit fan scene. You've got a huge body. Nope. A normal-sized body. Little head. Really actually pretty useful for trains. How is that? But because my head doesn't get in the... I don't bang into people with my head. And my body's normal-sized. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the Purple Line? Well, I think LA could really use a more robust transit system. There's not even really effective transportation to and from the airport, for instance. And I think investing in that infrastructure has been a long necessity for the city that they've been ignoring. Well, mostly I think I like the model of train they chose. I'm excited to see it in action. It's going to go like this. Your hand is huge. No, normal size hand. Actually smaller than average body. Really little head. For scale. Normal hand though. This is a train. And I can't wait to see that. Not Miles in Transit? I will fucking fight you. I am who I say I am. I will get rowdy. I'm a train. I'm on trains all day. I'm not afraid to fight. Stop threatening my viewers. I'm Miles in Transit, the real one. Do not Punch with me. Sorry. Okay, Miles, well, it's great to see you. Excited that you're getting something you want. Really big fan. Don't fuck with me. Me? No, I meant chat. Sorry, chat. He's being aggressive. Okay, we only got 2 more left today. We're gonna close out after this with just a little news rundown and then get the fuck out of here. Before we do that, who else? Who wants some? Come get some. Yes, you there. What is with these things' eyes today? I'm a polar bear. That's a lie. I'm Ayatollah Khomeini. Okay, well, look. The fan? No! I gotta turn on the 3 times recurring character fan sometimes. And just fan them out of here. But I appreciate all the opinions nonetheless. I didn't mean to kill a polar bear. He got the 3-time recurring character fan, which I've just established as a rule now in my head. Alright. Surely this last guy isn't the same guy again. They wouldn't do that to me, yes you there. I've got my hand on the fan button. Don't you dare. A loop-de-loop twisty with no! Stronger than ever the fan was today. Maximum power. That's all the time we have. I love my new fan abilities, and I gotta use them more often. If the same motherfucker steps to me 3 times, they're getting fanned. That's just the way it's gotta be. But for now, I'm Trippy B, and I'll be out on these streets, as you can see, fanning people's asses straight to the moon, and I'll never fucking leave. See you soon. Bye-bye. Jeez, sorry for Rob getting so aggressive with that fan. But in his defense, I have to go in about 15 minutes. I gotta do a work thing in 15. Otherwise, I would call I'd call Trip personally and say, hey, cool it on that fan. These are people's hard-fought opinions that they're trying to share with you, Trip. It's your one goddamn job. But because we're in a little bit of a hurry, let's news it one more time and then get out of here. We haven't checked in with all of the Discord news in a minute, so it's Discord news time.
Fucking chill. And here we go. Everybody's fucking singing this shit.
Do. Yeah, what the fuck are you working on at 7? Well, it's more that I got a message that they need a thing at 5. I think I have to pop off to do it before 7, or the people who work on this thing overseas won't be able to do it. What kind of international espionage are you engaged in? The international espionage of remote editors, actually. Okay. Hi, Chet. Casey's hair looks better on Chet than it does on Case? Yeah, obviously, it's my hair. It's similar to mine. What's wrong with my hair other than that I don't do it and it just kind of does this? It looks better on me. Look at this shit. It's really spiked up today. I mean, for both of us, but really for you. Yeah, that's how I like to do it. It's always sex hair for me. Because I'm thinking about sex a lot. And it's affecting my hair because it's so close to my brain. Okay, I'm not having much though. Try to take a break from women. Or they're taking a break from me. Let's not talk about this. I'm not trying to. You have any dating advice, Case? Don't force things? I don't, obviously. Obviously. Like never? Yes, never. Okay. I guess let's do the news. Jeez, everybody's in a mood today. It's because of you. Oh, man. What did I do? I don't know, but it's because of you. All right. Let's find the news. I've located the news. I'm now opening all the news. In the meantime, listen to this mobster type track. Oh, mobster trap beat. What does that bring up? I bet there's lots. This is a mobster type trap beat. While I pull up all this news that we forgot to pull up before the show. Days and days of news that you can submit at the cream.team in the bin section. There's threads. And the main thread is where we store all of the news that Case pulls from when he doesn't forget that he has a work thing and forgets to do this. So much forgetting.
Killer.
Okay, opening up so many goddamn stories right now. We're already 10 deep. I'm gonna open up 5 more, and then we're gonna probably not have time for more than that. Just know that we appreciate all these stories, and if Case didn't keep such an insanely inconsistent streaming schedule, we would do this every day. Case, what do you make of Trip Brassing killing the Ayatollah Khomeini? Trip's enforcing his own set of bizarre rules that are always shifting, and sure, they're hard to track, but he is just an insane man on the streets. So can we really blame him for anything? Strong counterpoint. Cut it. You want to do the news in silence? I need to focus on all of this news. Okay. In we go. Oh, wait, real quick. Boom. It's all the news with big cheddar. Lots of exclamation points in there for me is what I need. Exclusive, y'all. Oop, wrong one. Exclusive, y'all. FEMA staff confused after head said he was unaware of U.S. hurricane season. What does that mean? Oh, this is courtesy of Reuters. Washington staff of the federal. Oh my God, why are there so many ads? There we go. I fixed it. Staff of the Federal Emergency Agency was left baffled on Monday after the head of the. I'm glitching out. What's happening to you? I don't know. I'm feeling weird. The stream is breaking. Anyway, now I'm back to normal. What is causing this? Malfunction in you? I don't know. 1 second, everybody. I gotta give Chet his pills really quick. Chet needs his pills. Okay, maybe this will help. Oh, it's happening to me too. I think I have too many newses open. There's too much news up here. Maybe I shouldn't open all of these at once. Anyway, just do it as best as you can. Oh no, he's glitching so hard he doesn't even look like himself. I'm back to normal-ish. I just gotta read fast so we can close some of these stories. Staff of the Federal Emergency Management Agency were left baffled on Monday after the head of the U.S. agency said the agency being the Federal Emergency Management Agency, said he had not been aware the country has a hurricane season. According to 4 sources familiar with the situation, the remark was made during a briefing by David Richardson, who has led FEMA since early May. It was not clear to staff whether he meant it literally as a joke or in some other context. But that's the best kind of joke, is the joke you don't even know is coming and And sometimes everything you say is a joke, and you can't be held criminally liable for any joke, as I've said many times. Am I a filter? Maybe. I have been pounding too much dew lately. And maybe that's what happened to the head of FEMA. Do you know there's a hurricane season? If so, when is it, Case? The fall. See, you couldn't be head of FEMA. I know I couldn't be head of FEMA. This is like a firefighter not knowing about a fire. Do you have to know? Does every firefighter need to know about fire? Yes. What if they just drive the truck? I think it'd still be good for them to know what fire is. But what if they know for sure what truck is? Just saying, let's not rush to judgment. He might be really good at the aspects of the job that don't involve wind, which there are some, like fire. So if he long knows what fire is, he's good at like some of the job. And that's better than most people are at job. You're kind of on this guy's side. I'm on the side of any guy who's being accused of not knowing things. For instance, former Trump supporter Pamela Hemphill refuses to return her Former Trump supporter Pamela Hemphill refuses and returns her January 6th pardon. What? Amid a wave of pardons and commutations President Trump has doled out to some of his supporters and surrogates, one former MAGA loyalist in Idaho is fighting to return her pardon. And then there's also this news story about the Boulder fire thing, which is bad too. That is bad too. But that's unrelated to this other Trump thing. Okay, great. Someone who did January 6th is having second thoughts. Cool. That it is cool, Case, and it's a moment for all of us to celebrate someone changing their mind on a thing, which we're allowed to do. Adult star reveals only regret from using industry secret people will never know about. Adult star reveals only regret from using industry secret people will never know about. What does this mean? Is this the adult star? Is the secret his tattoo? Because I can see it. Adult star Dallas Steele has opened up about his experiences since having a particularly intimate surgery. With hundreds of porn films to his name, Steele shared his only regret with the move despite being one of the world's top performers. Did he get dick surgery even though he already has a dick on camera? He's not alone in choosing to do either, as star Lena Paul says that those who haven't made the change are likely to miss out on work. What's the change? Oh, circumcision. Oh, that's so sad. What? It's so sad that we're making guys get their whole head out. Because he looks good in his little sock. Bring back, accept the sock. Why are you talking about circumcision like this? Because it's sad. Just because lots of guys don't have the sock doesn't mean it's not a sock. It's like a sock for your penis head. And those of us blessed with it, we don't want to lose our stockings, because then where will sexy Santa put our presents? Elbows up for the boys, yeah. Elbows up, guys. You know, your foreskin's kind of like the elbow of your penis, because it's like floppy skin. And what, do we hate elbows? Well, you know, I'm sad that if he didn't want to get a circumcision that he felt pressured to by the industry. But, you know, there are worse things. What? Well, like everything else we've talked about this stream news-wise? No, yeah, I guess that. Russia loses a third of its bombers in one night, 34%. Defensive target, psychological lever before peace talks in Istanbul. Suggestion, Putin may get interested in Zelensky's truce in sea and sky. Is this, have we been allowed into the mind of a madman? Robert Walker, what is with this headline? It is a little, I guess it's like a news wire. Maybe he sent this over Morse code or something. Make of that what you will. Whatever that sentence was that Chet just read. I'm confused by the headline because it wasn't a headline. It was thoughts. King of the Hill voice actor shot to death in San Antonio during argument with neighbor. God damn. That sucks. Because if it was the cartoon, that would have never happened. If it was fake, it would have never happened. No, if it was a cartoon, it would have been, they would have resolved it and it would have been charming. But in real life, instead someone died. The remake is so cursed. Do you think the remake did this? Do you think they were arguing about, hey, not everything should be remade. Sometimes our culture needs to move on to new intellectual property. And then they shot each other? No, I doubt that's the reason that there was a shoot. Someone is dead, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, R.I.P. That sucks. Don't do my voice. That does suck. I'm just in your voice saying it sucks because it does. World's tallest 3D printed building reaches a height of 100 feet. I don't think there's 100 feet in there. Height of 100 feet. I'm just counting the people. I think it's more like 58 feet. No, not human feet, chat. Height. Right. Likened by its creators to an ornate layered cake, the Tour of Awe has been completed in Switzerland and it was built straight up with a printer. So, everybody get your printers out. As if all of our printers work together, we can make an even taller building. As we cannot let Switzerland have all the fun here. I love metrics. Biometrics. End of sentence. Okay. Well, that's cool. They built a really tall building. Look at this thing. But they didn't build it. A printer did. They didn't even have to build it is the crazy thing. I think it might be harder to make a building with a 3D printer right now than with traditional construction tools. Kind of looks like somebody really fucked up a wedding cake. Just ignore that. Well, cool. Pretty cool. Not the most functional looking building. I would call it more of a spire, actually. But I guess a spire is a building. Yeah. Why are you so thrown off by this today? That's what happens when you pressure buildings to get circumcised. Thank you, Card King. God damn. And that building would have looked great with floppy skin on top of it. And it would have been even taller, actually. R-Truth announces WWE departure after 17-year run. And by announce, we do mean he was apparently fired for some reason. Oh, yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I guess he got dropped. Right after having like a fairly sizable main event program. I wonder, it seems like if there was any employee that you could just keep around as like a goodwill employee. Goodwill? Not like goodwill, like the discounts, like reused. No, like everybody's liked him. It's just nice kind of a continuing thread, but whatever. It's a spiral to be a building. It's a spiral to be a building. Oh, it aspire? They need more profit, so he had to go. It seems like they will lose profit firing him. I would assume, but according to them, no. You don't see the bottom lines. And the bottom line is, and that's the bottom line, wrestling. Anyway, that sucks. Respect to R-Truth. Truth is in his name, and I respect the truth. And also, he was actually good, and it's kind of fucked up that they got rid of him because it's confusing. Gabbard considering ways to revamp Trump's intelligence briefing. This person's going to talk to us about it. Let's listen to the person on the screen talk.
To the new NBC News exclusive in which you and some of our colleagues, Gordon, are reporting National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard is considering ways to revamp Trump's intelligence briefing. What does a revamp mean, and why does she think this is necessary?
Yeah, so the PDB, as it's known, the Presidential Daily Briefing, is a highly classified briefing that presidents typically choose to take on different intervals.
Yes.
Typically every day, not always. This president has taken, I think, 14 times since the inauguration in January. But what I think Gabbard is trying to do is just to, and this is often done, essentially tailor this document, this product, this intelligence product to suit the consumption desires of this president.
Is it going to be a video?
It's fine. Making it into a document that, or into a product that he will absorb and listen to. The PDB is very important because how it is framed and what is included in it really does have an effect on how the president sees the world, literally. And so I think what they're trying to do, and what my colleagues and I...
That's the sound of a man who's just confidently explaining a normal thing. Oh, that's how that sounds when that happens? A lot of people don't understand what confidence sounds like. And sometimes, and actually most of the time, it sounds like this. Well, the thing is everything, this happened plenty of times. And look, what's happening is a normalization of a thing that's already been normalization. My point is, it's kind of cool that it's going to be a video, right? Like, I prefer video. I literally watched that because it was a video. PPD is now on the back of a Denny's Kids menu. Well, apparently it's literally going to be like a news briefing like Fox News. So they need an editor case. That could be you. Ditch these jobs where you have to do random shit at 7. And get a job where you have to do completely insane shit 24/7 for the whims of a very sharp and not old president. I don't think they could pay me enough to make me have to. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I would gladly take the editing job, editing the morning video hype, the morning briefing hype video for President Trump. I would really love to see what I could sneak in there. Oh my God! To stop putting your communist agenda in the president's morning video. Who said I was going to do that? Case? Morning hype? He's getting a morning hype train. Case, crunch the number on how to get these Fox News boards to show more thigh. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't see any thighs in here. There's barely any sexy stuff happening. It's mostly just this guy. And then pictures of Tulsi Gabbard. Ooh, let's be real. You know? Tulsi Gabbard. It's not Tesla Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. Ah, I should know her name because I do think she's a beautiful woman. Fine shot. You think I got a shot? No. No, I don't. I didn't disable my ad block whore in time. Donald Trump shares post claiming Joe Biden was executed and replaced by clones. This is from Truth Social. Donald Trump. Wait, can we just find the... Let me just find the post. Oh, man. Do they not link to it? Why do these things never link to it? Oh, wait. This is it. I think this is it. Yeah, here we go. He linked to this with the text. It's a retweet, I guess, or a retruth or whatever. There is no Joe Biden executed in 2020. Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless, mindless entities are what you see. Do I dare click on this link? I mean, it is from the president. Yeah, that is, Bonsai Brofrog, my thought exactly. Why would you clone him to be worse? Well, maybe the original was so fucked up that the clone is actually the young version. Maybe he kind of looked like the end of that Demi Moore movie, The Substance. Maybe that's how original Biden looks. He looks like end of The Substance Demi Moore. And the version we got is actually the sexy chick from The Substance, but Bidenized. Think about that. Look at this. Look at this full tweet. There is no Joe Biden executed in 2020. Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineers soulless mind. Oh my, wait. All right, look at all these hashtags. I think we should read all of these for the president. Why? I think what we need in this divided time is for me to find the right button that I want. Here we go. Power up my voice. Yeah. No, don't make me sound higher. There we go. Look at all these. I got to read all of these. Don't do it. No, we need to do this for our country. Steal, U.S. Well, I'll read the whole tweet first. There is no Joe Biden executed in 2020. Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless, mindless entities are what you see. Hashtag Democrats don't know the difference. Hashtag steal. Hashtag U.S. steal. Hashtag MAGA. Hashtag Maha. Hashtag Democrats. Hashtag liberal. Hashtag GOP. Hashtag news. Hashtag truth. hashtag blacks, hashtag Hispanic, hashtag Latino, hashtag Hispanics, hashtag health, hashtag family, hashtag women, hashtag parents, hashtag children, hashtag veterans, hashtag Christian, hashtag Jewish, hashtag media, hashtag economy, hashtag students, hashtag school, hashtag teacher money, hashtag education, hashtag college, hashtag bigness, hashtag left, hashtag farmers, hashtag true social, hashtag black men, hashtag black women, hashtag shopping, hashtag healthcare, hashtag law, at Senate GOP, at House GOP, at Team Trump, at hashtag Joes, hashtag cryptocurrency, hashtag Team Kennedy, hashtag American AF, at CPAC, at America First Works, at America First MAGA, at GOP, at Senator Johnson, at 91 Provera, hashtag prayer, hashtag God, hashtag Jesus Christ, hashtag sports, at Christianity, at C4C, at Black for MAGA, at Real Latinos with Trump, at Hispanics Against Socialism, at Hispanics for Trump 2024, at Trump Women for Trump, at Moms for Liberty, at Moms for America, at the Christian Patriots, at Latino Speak, at Black Women for Trump, hashtag Black Pastors, hashtag Black MAGA Movement, hashtag Ordinary Catholic, at Ordinary Catholic, hashtag Moms, hashtag Mom, at Philadelphia Freedom, at PhillyQ, at TPUSA, at Trump Philadelphia, at Students for Life, hashtag Nursing, hashtag Nurse, hashtag Seniors, hashtag Grandparents, hashtag Roman Catholic, at OAN, at Epic Times, at Newsmax, at Breitbart News, at Fox News, hashtag all ALF-CIO, at hashtag Jews, at Evangelicals, at Life News, hashtag Profile, hashtag Jobs, hashtag Workers, hashtag Science, hashtag Medicine, hashtag Entertainment, hashtag Music, hashtag Healthcare, hashtag Health, hashtag ABC, hashtag CBS, hashtag CNN, hashtag MSNBC, hashtag NBC, hashtag NPR, hashtag PBS, at U.S. Military Spouse, at U.S. Military, at U.S. Navy, at U.S. Air Force, at U.S. Coast Guard, at U.S. Army, at David McLean, at Evangelicals, at Franklin_Graham, at Eric Metaxas, at Pastors for Trump. Hashtag Kevin Pereira. Why, Chet? They were there. I wanted to read the whole tweet. Did you learn anything? I learned that he's talking to a lot of people, man. We thought that tweet was just about clone Biden. It's about more than that. Okay. You can make videos for an illiterate president. I as soon as I said I didn't want to do it, I was like, wait a minute. Maybe this is exactly what I want to do. R.I.P. KP. Hashtag R.I.P. KP. He meant to include that, but he ran out of room. There is no Joe Biden, the Post reads, claiming the former president was actually murdered in 2020. Look, it's A.I. Rooney. That's where he was all along. Okay. That's not Britain. That ain't Britain right there. Britain's most woke 2 million roundabout due to open next week. Most woke roundabout? What does that mean? I mean, I'm against it, obviously, because I'm fucking cool, and I understand that we don't like woke stuff. Is that what we don't like? Or I like comedy? Where is culture right now? Everywhere. So it doesn't matter. Okay, then I don't actually have an opinion. Britain's most woke 2 million Dutch-style roundabout needs a 3-minute long video explaining how to use it due to open next week. So what makes it woke? The roundabout currently under construction in Hemel Hempstead, Herts, includes dedicated space for cyclists from motorized vehicle traffic. The project is slated to open on June 6th, but has been controversial with locals for its inclusive route for cyclists and pedestrians. Oh, it's woke because of bikes. I get it. That sucks, dude. Walking and biking? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Cars. You don't like what's wrong with walking and biking? It's for cars, Case. What do you want? Cities is on for fucking people? Car City. That's where I buy my cars and where I live in my mind. So it's just woke if it includes room for people to walk and bikes? Yeah. What aren't you getting, dude? Let's just move on, because somebody's been infected by the woke bike virus. You know, I did bike in Chicago. I don't care. I don't need to hear about your blasphemies. That's a car city. Chicago car city. 50 Cent plans on ratting Diddy out to Trump to kill the pardon. 50 Cent plans to rat Diddy out to Trump to kill the pardon chances. Doesn't take well to disrespect. Boom, get his ass, Fitty. This is what I've been fucking waiting for, is a rap beef about all the sexual assaults that this man was accused of. But it's fun, you know, it's crazy stories. That's a crazy story. I just have trouble getting any joy or interest out of this P. Diddy stuff. People do seem very into it, though. Understandably, it's incredibly salacious news, but at its core, it's just, again, perpetual abuse from a rich guy. But also, like, 50 Cent's involved, dude. This shit's crazy now. And the president? It is wild that Trump said he would consider pardoning Diddy. But Trump can literally do whatever he wants, and his base does not seem to give a shit. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. No longer allow yourself to be surprised by anything. Twitch is adding 1440p and vertical streaming. Great news, Case. Remake all these assets for 2000 by 10. An incredibly long 200:1 aspect ratio that you have to read like an ancient scroll. That is the future of streaming. I think it'd probably be 9 by 16. Or that. You can see me vertically. I did have a whole vertical version of the stream for a little while. But it was just kind of a pain in the ass to run. And my computer was already running, I would argue, it was struggling enough. But maybe one of these days we'll start streaming on TikTok for whatever reason. Yeah, get in there right before it gets banned. Get vertical as hell. What? I guess it's nice that if you're streaming like IRL stuff, you don't have to necessarily. It feels like a phone is more naturally held like this, so I guess it's good for that. Feel like it's been a long while since they updated the Twitch logo. Maybe you can nail the next submission, Case. What if you make it like a corpse? Because corpse is Twitch right after they die. So, vis-a-vis. Your idea is to make a corpse logo. I'm just spitballing. Or they have a corpse mascot that twitches? Or a kid with ADHD. How about that? Who's dead? I think I'll just stick to streaming on the platform. How about make the Twitch logo isometric? That sounds more reasonable. For sure. Elon Musk took so much ketamine campaigning it damaged his bladder. This is courtesy of the Times. The billionaire is also alleged to have used ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms, and sources suggest it could have affected his work at Doge. Damn it. It is sort of fun that he's doing so many drugs. That's your take? I just don't want to find him like, remotely likable, but doing tons of drugs at work might be too relatable to many Americans. But I do think it's bad that he's doing tons of ketamine while campaigning for the president of the United States. Though I doubt he's the only one in the Trump orbit that's on a shitload of drugs. Usually I feel like they'd be on uppers and not on relatively intense psychedelics. That's really doing everything on hard mode if you're like tripping off acid and ketamine while trying to give campaign speeches. But maybe it really makes him feel connected to the podium when he stands at it. Stop it, Kay. Stop writhing and roiling, you freak. That's only for billionaires. Elon Musk took so much ketamine that it fucked up his guts and his bladder. Details of the alleged illegal drug use. Ooh, it's illegal drug use? I thought it was fun drug use. Well, now I'm against it. Oh yeah, I guess drugs are illegal. Drugs indeed are illegal, apparently, which is also said to have included ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms. The stuff he was taking, that is, that's been disclosed by sources to the New York Times. The world's richest man who put $288 million, the coolest of dollars, to Trump's re-election campaign last year, has been a key member of his inner circle, and he's also been his key fucking dealer. Yo, can you get me some shrooms for the weekend? Oh, bro, I've already fucking got them. That's why we keep Elon around, because he's always got the good shit. I think any really rich person usually has access to pretty good drugs. Case, what are you saying? I'm not saying, I can't handle doing many drugs. I don't have the constitution for it. But I'm just saying, in my experience, your average rich person has a couple drug connects. Yeah, but like right before you give the presentation in front of the class, And the class is everyone. I can't imagine. It's an insanely, having limited experience, you know, I've done psychedelics 10 or 12 times. That's not that limited. I'd argue that's fairly limited. I'm almost 40. I can't imagine something I would want to do less than like take any type of psychedelic and then immediately have to give like a massive public, like serious speech. I could imagine doing it maybe on like a 24-hour stream, for instance, but the standards there are a little looser. Then again, maybe actually the standards for everything are absolutely as loose as a 24-hour stream now that I say it out loud. So never mind. I guess it all makes sense. So Musk pisses himself and Trump shits himself. Yeah. Stream goal. I think that one could be against TOS. I think making people subscribe for you to do illegal drugs on stream could be against TOS. I haven't read the TOS recently, so I'd have to check. You see me do your voice so well. A show inside a cathedral featured raw chickens in diapers. The German president was in the audience. A performance inside a Catholic church in Germany earlier this month featured raw pulled chicken wrapped in diapers. And the country's president and the local archbishop were in the audience. It's prompted the church and municipal leaders to apologize that the show hurt religious feelings. Wait, some of this hurt religious feelings? I was worried about getting salmonella. Yeah, I feel like it would just hurt your body's feelings. Video footage shows one woman and two shirtless men singing Fleisch ist Fleisch. That's my German. Or in German, Meat ist Meat. Apparently spoofing Austrian band Opus 1984 pop song Live is Life. Performance company Body Talk said in a statement Friday the show features work-in-progress excerpts from Westphalia Side Story, which references the American musical West Side Story. Case, as a gross theater guy, what? I guess the president was watching experimental German theater in a church? There was a time when we expected this out of Germany, so I don't know what everybody's getting so upset about. You love the drag queen Salmon Ella? Is that a real one? Because that is a good name. That is a pretty good name. I think we have done it with drinking Mr. Whoopi Boo Boo, which I do think was against TOS. Cut that. I don't think that's how that works. It's not how it works, actually. So I probably shouldn't say it. Ban him retroactively. Oreo maker Mondelez sues Aldi, alleging grocery chain copies its packaging to confuse customers. What? I don't understand the problem. This is all the same thing. No, that is the problem, Chet. They're not the same thing. What do you mean? Any of these are the same. So what's the problem? I'm not doing this with you. Okay, if you won't clarify, then I guess we'll just move on. Elon Musk shows up with mysterious black eye at the meeting with Trump. Oh, wait, that's old news. Oh, maybe we actually made it through all the news. Maybe we finally caught up with our own news. Let me just see what else I pulled, though, just in case. Oh, my God, these websites hate me. Yeah, we're back to bite. Oh, wait, we never covered this, actually. We'll end on this. This is a classic one to end on. 11-foot snake bites man's penis on the toilet as bloodbath has him fighting for his life. God, I love ending on a funny story. What? That sounded really rough. But a penis in a toilet, biting your penis and it shoots blood everywhere. That's just some classic madcap style comedy. Fucking call the guys who did something about Mary. The Smothers Brothers? I don't think so. Well, whatever. Call all of the old classic comedy guys and have them do this one. Get Tim Robinson or whoever is funny now and have them do this because that is classic shit. You think you saw it on Garfield? Yeah, that's a classic Garfield sketch. Is it a sketch when it's a cartoon? No, it is, right? Big Cheddar, what if it's your wang ding that gets the nibble, but it's a snake? I'm pissing with my huge dick and I'm trying to keep it from falling into the toilet like usual. I'm trying to reel it in like a fucking fishing line just so it doesn't dunk into the toilet. Chet, that would mean your penis is like draping out way into what you just described is so gross. Anyway, my really long dick and then a fucking snake out of nowhere. shoots out of the toilet like, and I'm like, ah! Oh! Oh! It's getting in my face. No! My penis blood! Oh, why does it taste good? I say, because it's my penis blood, so it does. And my penis is flopping. I'm trying to whack the snake with it. No, get away from it. He's biting it more. More blood shooting out everywhere. My wife comes in. She's like, we're late. The kids, they're trying to get in the van again in the wrong way, shit. They're all backwards. And I'm like, no, honey, look at this. She's like, she tries to run over, but then she trips on my penis and the snake bites her vagina and her vagina starts shooting tons of blood out of it too. Why is her vagina available for the snake to bite? She gets all twisted around, tripping over my penis. Now we're just fucking flopping all around the bathroom, shooting blood everywhere. The kids come in. They're like, we couldn't figure out how to get in the van again. And then we had to stop because now kids are involved. I think Hard King's right. I think we just end the stream. But anyway, I was just pitching a sketch. I was just pitching a fucking sketch. I am about 30 minutes later than I meant to be. It was weird. I thought we were allowed to do comedy again. Well, anyway, your audience wants you to stop, Case, so Case's sketch team should do that sketch. See, it's a good premise. What is the premise? Man gets bit by penis. What am I canceled for? Come on. Chat, we gotta go. You might not be ready for that, but your kids are gonna love it. Man gets bit by penis. Oh, that's even funnier. What if your penis bites the snake? All right, Chet, we're gonna just call it there. Okay, let's play that fucking gangster type beat while we find somebody to raid. Yeah. Like the reverse of the film Teeth. Yeah. The penis is the reverse of a vagina. Oh, that's how that works? That's how that works. All right, who's on? Yeah, I think I might have accidentally described the plot of Skibbity Toilet. The full plot of the film Skibbity Toilet. All right, let's raid. Keep it all in the family, Case. Not like my penis family story of snake bites. Strike all that from the record because we're raiding Christine. It's Talates. We're setting it the way of the rivals. I'm assuming. Oh, she's playing Minecraft, actually. Never mind. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Anybody can have that sketch idea. That was an open pitch. And it's funny because it's based on reality. I think it's sad that that guy's penis got bit up and it shot blood everywhere. Stop saying funny things. Good to see you, not Casey's brother. Good to see you, everyone else. I don't feel like rapping, so I'm not gonna rap our way out of here. Damn, really, Chet? You can't make me do it. I'm gonna scat my way out of here. I don't want to do that actually either. But anyway, thank you all. Daedalus, Scammer, Local Puppet, Card, King, MSG, Subrichi, Ray Silva, Live and Sleazy. Love the hate. We love the hate. That's what the snake man said on your dick. I don't even know what you mean by that, but I do think it's funny. Oh, he said skip it. See? It's the premise that keeps on giving. It's a Chet raid. That's going to confuse Christine. Just keep in mind, she doesn't know who any of us are. Do keep that in mind, but do say hi, and we'll talk to you. She knows who Case is, but other than that, they don't know who anybody is. Okay, bye-bye. Dude, you should take that snake thing. I don't want to do the snake thing. That's why you don't make funny stuff anymore, dude. You never do snake blood.